bonk is fun, bonk is good, bonk is life. 5 tips to bonk monsters so you can experience the bonk. If I messed out on any other tips, be sure to drop it in the comments below or comment down bonk to show your love for the bonk. Tip number 1 is to aim for the head. Hammer users always aim for the head because you get to inflict stun damage. When enough stun damage is built, you can knock out the monster, giving you an opportunity to deal free damage. The more you knock out the monster, the harder it is to do it again, so keep that in mind. Some monsters' heads are hard to reach, so it's totally fine to aim at other parts of the monster's body. Hitting other parts will build up exhaust damage, which will make a monster tired, and they'll move more slowly. In general though, aiming for the head is much better because of that chance of knocking out the monster, and of course for bonking reasons. Tip number 2 is to learn about the charged upswing. This attack is good for hitting body parts that are hard to reach, and it has good KO potential, meaning that you can easily knock out the monster by using this move. To do this move, all you have to do is hold down R2 or RT, which will charge up the hammer, and when you see your character glow twice, just let go of the button. It is quite hard to nail down this move because if you let the charge go later, you reach the max charge and end up doing a different attack. Plus, with how the monster is constantly moving and trying to destroy you, you're gonna miss out the chance of landing the hit. There's 2 ways that I've learned to help with timing this attack. You can either dodge to interrupt the charge so that it will reset back to 0, or you can perform the charge step to prolong a charge level. The charge step is easily done by pressing circle or B while you're charging the hammer. The charge step is also good for either creating or closing distance between you and the monster. Both of these ways are dependent on your situation, so just remember you have these options available. Using the charged upswing leads into my 3rd tip, which is to do hit and run attacks. As you can already tell by using the hammer, it is quite slow to do any combos compared to the other weapons. That is why it's very useful to do maybe 1 or 2 hits and move away to find another opening to deal damage, rather than trying to do a combo and always end up getting hit because of how slow this weapon is. Just keep on doing 1 or 2 hits to eventually knock out the monster so that you can get that big opening to deal damage and actually perform combos. The next tip is to know your strongest attack, which is called the Mighty Charge Slam. It's very easy to use this move. All you have to do is charge the hammer by holding R2 or RT, and when you've reached max charge, press triangle on circle or Y and B to do the mighty charge. Once you fully charge this attack, let go of R2 or RT to do the Mighty Charge Slam. As you can see, this move takes a bit of time to charge up, so it's best to find a big opening to do this move. You should also know that after performing a successful focus strike, you can hold down R2 or RT in the middle of the focus strike. That way you can get a head start on reaching the max charge level of the hammer. I honestly forget about charging the hammer this way from time to time, so remember to do this while you're doing a focus strike. The final tip I can give you is to make use of the upswing attack. This is an offset attack, which means that if you time this move with a monster's attack, you can potentially knock the monster down. There are a few ways to do this move. One of the ways is by pressing triangle or Y 3 times when you have the hammer unsheathed. Otherwise, if it is sheathed, you have to move the character, then press Y another 5 times. The upswing can be held down when you hold down the button on the 3rd or 5th button input, obviously depending on which combo you used. Holding down this attack is great for holding off the timing to hit this move with a monster's attack. This way is kinda long and hard to do because you have to set up the initial combo before being able to pull off the move, along with timing this move with the monster's attack. The other way, which I find to be much better, is to hold down triangle or Y after the spinning bludgeon attack. To do the spinning bludgeon, all you have to do is press triangle and circle or Y and B after almost any attack. Do be careful when you're doing the spinning bludgeon because you cannot cancel this move. The only way to get out of this move is either waiting for your character to stop using this attack or to do an attack by pressing triangle or Y. A great way to use the spinning bludgeon is to first perform the charged mighty slam. Then you can decide to do the upswing while you're doing the spinning bludgeon. That's your 5 bonk tips. Honestly, it took me a bit to get into the hang of this weapon because it's quite different to the world version. Be sure to check out my previous video where I talked about 5 tips for the dual blades. If you found this video useful, please give the video a like because it will help me out. Subscribe for more tips and guides for wilds, and I shall see you later.